What is going on, everyone? This is Ninja Geek here, and you probably have heard this all over social media already. This picture, the website, the images that have been going around leaking Call of Duty Ghosts 2. Now, before we start off anything, I would like to mention that, number one, I do believe the images are highly fake, because this early on, Activision already confirmed by themselves that Infinity Ward has something innovative. And I honestly don't think that Call of Duty Ghosts fits the term of innovative, but then yet again, what does? Because in Activision's eyes, every Call of Duty that comes out is innovative. So that's number one. And number two, normally I don't make these types of videos because most of the times the leaked information is either wrong, and then if it is wrong, which happens most of the time, even if it is right, you still get the speculation. Lots of people get mad, but I'm not here mainly to talk about those images that we've seen. I'm here to talk about my thoughts on what the next Call of Duty can be. And most people could, whiplash. I don't care. I'm going to talk about it because, honestly, a Ghost 2 would be a complete flop. It would be a failure to release Call of Duty Ghosts 2. And I think Infinity Ward and Activision know that. Now, of course, Activision's probably going to make Infinity Ward put some sort of supply drop in their game. It's obviously, undoubtedly, they're going to do that because that's what they've been doing with Advanced Warfare. It's what they've done in Black Ops 3. It makes sense because Activision even came out and said that they made more money in the supply drops than the actual games selling. It makes sense that Infinity Ward's going to have some sort of supply drop system. So in my opinion, I think that's pretty sad, but it is what it is. Ghost 2, whether you liked it or not, think of it as an entire game, okay? When I say game, I don't mean multiplayer, because that's what happens a lot of the times when people think of, oh, is this game good? They think of the multiplayer. Well, you've got the other game mode, which could depend on different studios, like Treyarch has zombies, Advanced Warfare with the Sledgehammer Games had Exo Zombies, and Infinity Ward had their survival game mode and their Spec Ops, but in Ghost, they actually made a new game mode called Extinction. And then, of course, you have the campaign between the different Call of Duties, which generally the campaigns for Call of Duty aren't the most spectacular gameplays you're going to play through, but they're usually pretty decent. And this is my own opinion, Call of Duty Ghost campaign was one of the worst campaigns I've ever played through, and the ending completely ruined it. Terrible voice acting. It just was a terrible campaign all around. I didn't enjoy playing that one. And the Extinction mode isn't bad, but it is bad because when you compare it to Treyarch Zombies, there's no comparison there. Zombies blows anything out of the water. Exo Zombies was okay. It was a decent hold-up game mode until Treyarch actually came in and gave us the good zombies. But when you look at Extinction, it just was a failure. Let's be honest here. Extinction was nothing that too great. So the only thing Ghost had going for it was the multiplayer, which is probably one of the main bigger aspects of the game, and they failed there because the maps were too big, the streaks were unusable, they didn't get a lot of kills. You could go on, and the list goes on and on. Ghost 2, I could feel that they would improve Ghost 1 and make a Ghost 2. Obviously, improvement is a nice key, but after the sour taste that Ghost left in people's mouths, in my own mouth, I don't think that Ghost 2 would sell personally well. Now, other people could think differently. That's okay, but this is my video, my opinions. In my own opinion, here's what I suggest, and here's what I honestly think will happen. Activision says innovative, I say Modern Warfare 4. Okay, I mean, what else are they going to do? I think, in my own opinion, it would be stupid to make a completely new game, because, number one, that's just not only proving the fact that, we all knew that Ghost was a bad game, but that's just you coming out and saying, oh, Ghost was a bad game. Let's just forget Ghost even happened, and let's just forget it even happened. In my own opinion, I would agree with that, but a studio shouldn't have to come out and say it by making a completely new, separate title, just throwing it off. And the way that Ghost left off, it left off as a cliffhanger, so I doubt they would just go into a completely new title, but I honestly think they are making Modern Warfare 4. Could not happen. It could happen, but that's all the speculation. Modern Warfare 4 in my own personal opinion, would be the way to go, because the Modern Warfare series is a hit. If they honestly took the best things from COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 and wrapped that into one game, leaving out the bullshit with like the death streaks and the unneeded crap that we didn't need from those games, and they have great maps, great streaks, the feeling of COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, even some of Modern Warfare 3, you could argue that one was the worst one of the triple series, but overall, in general, if they did that and made a Modern Warfare 4, I think it would sell well. Because as it is right now, if Activision comes out with a new title or Ghost 2, Infinity Ward comes out with a new title or Ghost 2, I personally know that I'm not going to be pre-ordering it. Obviously, until I see some gameplay of it, I would like to see that. I want to see classic boots on the ground. I know lots of people want to go back to the past, even if it has to go back to the past in terms of like the modern era instead of the future era, not even going all the way back to World War II, which I doubt that will happen. But anything could happen at this moment in time, and I just wanted to talk about it in a short video because anything is possible. And that's basically it, and I want to hear what you have to say below, because everyone's opinion does matter eventually. And I'm just sitting here and I'm hoping that Activision, and especially Infinity Ward, do the right thing and release the right game that fans want to buy, because as of right now, I don't have high hopes for Infinity Ward, and that's a bad sign. You don't want that for your company, but it just happened to be like that because of what happened with Ghosts, and obviously that was just a disaster. Even if you thought it was a great game, it was just a disaster in most people's eyes. As a whole general area, the community just didn't like that game as well as I didn't. So that's it on this video. Now leave a like, of course, if you did enjoy, and subscribe for more content like this and other stuff along the way. This is Ninja Geek. I'm out. Peace.